today I'm going to teach you how to make this build right here, a point power forward. Now before you make this build, there's a couple things I have to say. First, only make this build if you can really shoot like that. The 3-point rating isn't too high, so unless you're very good at shooting, I don't recommend making this build. And also keep in mind, this isn't the best pure playmaker build out there, but if you want the name, I'm gonna show you guys how to make it right now. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna want to do to make this point power forward build is gonna obviously make it a power forward. Handedness, up to you. Jersey number, up to you. Now for the pie chart, of course, you want to go with the pure yellow. Speed pie chart, you're gonna be ISOing with this build, so you want maximum speed. Alright, so for the finishing, all you want to do is get the driving dunk maxed out. You don't get contact dunks on this build, so there's really no point in putting up the finishing, and it costs way too much to get points. You can see if I fill up all 4 of these, you only get 8 finishing. It's just not worth it. For the shooting, you want to max out the mid-range, max out the 3-point, max out the free throw for badges. For the playmaking, max pass accuracy, max ball handle, and for the post moves, you can only put it up to 68. Barely get 23 badges. That's because I like to have defense on this build, but once you see how I put the defense, you can put more or less on the post moves for more badges. Now for the defense, max all of this out. This is my preference, that I just like to have defense on my build. You can get blocks, you can get rebounds, and you're gonna be moving fast on defense. But if you don't really care too much about defense, then you could definitely take some of this down. So you can take down the O board, maybe the steal, the block, whatever. But I recommend having it all the way maxed out, and then it'll be left with 2 extra points, and it doesn't matter where you put this, so you can just put it wherever you want. So now for the body shape, usually I would say this doesn't matter, but since you're making this point power forward, you're trying to make a unique build. You don't want to look like a little skinny 6'5 play shot, 6'4 play shot, whatever. So I recommend making this at Burley. You want your build to look unique, kind of unique, power forward, so you're not trying to look too skinny. So I like to go Burley. Now for the height, you need to go 6'7", because your 3-point rating at any height taller is just way too low. Your ball handle's too low. Everything's just not going to be good. So go 6'7". Now for the weight, you want to go minimum weight. You're going to be ISOing with this build, so you're obviously going to want the lowest weight possible to get the most speed. And then you can turn it up to all the way to 188 without losing any speed or acceleration, so go up to 188. Now for the wingspan, personally, I think it's pretty hard to stay at 99.9 overall, so I like to go +1 wingspan, so that my 3-point rating is a 71, so that once I do get this build 99, you get that +4 to your 3-point shot, so it's going to be 75. But if you can stay 99.9, maybe go 87 on the wingspan. But I recommend just going to +1 to 85, so you keep that 3-point shot at a 71. Alright, now for the takeover, obviously pick playmaker. You're not going to be taking moving shots on this build at all, so shot creator is pretty much useless. Alright, and there you go. You get a point power forward. This build can ISO, it can dunk, it can shoot, and the defense is pretty good. Alright, for this one finishing badge, it doesn't really matter, but I like to put contact. Alright, here's how I do the shooting. Range extender, hot zone are necessary. Deadeye. Deadeye is very good for when the defender's closing out. Volume shooter, this badge is low-key slept on bronze. Root machine, you guys know what that does. And then flexible, this is a slept on badge. If you time your shot slightly early, slightly late, this is going to give you a boost in park. Alright, now for playmaking, these are the badges I recommend you get first. Quick first step, obviously. Unpluckable, so you don't get ripped. Handles for days, so you can dribble for a long time. And then personally, I do like having bailout, but if you don't bail out a lot, then don't put this badge on. And then with the rest of your 9 points, you can put whatever you want. Dimer, maybe, if your teammates need it. Floor general, it's up to you. Now for the Alright, now for the defense, there's 2 ways I would do this. If you're going to be playing big on this build, then obviously you want rim protector, box, intimidator, chase down, something kind of like this. But if you're playing guard, or you're guarding ball, then maybe lower the rim in the box, pick dodge, and put pick dodger. Alright, so that's all I got for this video. If you like the build, make sure you leave a like.